Yo.
Hey.
Listen. You hear that? Skrilly dropped 2 albums.
Let's go.
Skrilly dropped 2 albums. Skrilly dropped 2 albums.
Have you been planning that?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
I
God.
have. Yo, listen. You hear that? Skrilly dropped 2 albums. Yes, I've been sitting on that since we said we were going to record this.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're recording
Another video.
one of those.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jaws, I think.
And today we are joined by our great friend,
Brandon, what's up?
Brandon. What's up? Dr. Dubstep.
Dr. Dubstep.
Dr. Dubstep. We are doing another round of G.E.O.F.S, or guessing each other's favorite songs, this time with Quest for Fire by Skrillex.
Yep.
We are also going to be doing another part with Brandon here for, what's the other one called? Don't Get Too Close, but we're going to record that another day. Before we get into it, thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, everything that you can do to interact with this. Thank you for it.
Thank you to Joey Pecoraro for allowing us to use his music in the background. He's amazing.
He is amazing. He makes lo-fi music. Check him out. His links will be in the description. Timestamps will be in the description if you want to jump around. I'm not going to... No, I've done that. We've done that in the past 3 videos. We're not doing it. Cut it. Cut it. We're not doing it. We are posting more shit on TikTok, little clips from these on TikTok, so go follow us on TikTok. Links will be below, along with all of our links to our various social medias.
You can also follow Brandon on various social medias.
Yeah.
If you want you to.
He does lifting stuff. If you like lifting big weights, he's your guy.
That's me.
He picks them up, he puts them right back down.
My favorite thing.
Gravity's like your worst enemy, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a war on gravity.
G.E.O.F.S, an album review. We forgot to mention that earlier. For Quest for Fire. And we're back. We forgot to do this last time, but we didn't talk about our little flavor savers, our experiences with Skrillex up until this point. You had a great story, so why don't you share that with the class?
Yeah, Skrillex was my first ever EDM show in 2015. Seth took me. I didn't want to go at first. He called me after work one day. He's like, hey man, I got Skrillex tickets, $30, you know, back in the day when concerts were only $30 to go to. And I was like, nah man, I'm not really feeling it. I'm just gonna stay home and chill tonight. And then he's like, come on, please come, please come. I was like, no, I'm good. The night kept going on, he kept asking. Eventually he's like, all right, free ticket, we're coming to pick you up. All right, fine.
Free ticket, can't beat that.
I go to the show, and I just remember it being so loud and so much fun, and you couldn't not dance at this show, and I just had a blast, and I'm so glad I went. Thank you, Seth.
That set the hooks for all your EDM stuff, right?
Truly, yeah. Skrillex was like my first guy, you know, the OG.
That's a good first guy to get into, obviously.
Absolutely.
He's like at the tippy top. Now look at you.
Look at us now.
Who would've thought? Not me. I've been listening to Skrillex for fucking ever. Like, literally since the Scary Monsters and Ice Sprites EP
I was born.
came out. Like, legitimately. I remember my friend Matt, we were big into dance music. Like, he showed me Deadmau5. He showed me Cashmere Cat. I remember he was like, hey, this guy Skrillex dropped some stuff. Let's check it out. And it was the Scary Monsters and Ice Sprites EP. Obviously, that blew up. That was dubstep. Like, when everybody thinks of dubstep, they think of Skrillex. And so I've been listening since then. However, my first experience was actually Hijinks 2019, where we were both at. That was my first time seeing him after, you know, being a fan of his music for forever, and that set was unreal. That's when he had like very minimal visuals. It was basically all just black, white, and red, and that was it. Just how he used those colors repetitively and changed them up here and there was impressive, because the set was incredible with very, very minimal visuals.
Doesn't need them.
Doesn't need them. He literally does not need them. What about you?
I guess I've kind of been listening to Skrillex for a long time. My ex in high school made me a CD that was his dance mix, and it was just all
Skrillex?
It wasn't all Skrillex, it was all EDM, like the Rue Sandstorm was on there.
Oh, hell
because how could it not be on
Hell
that?
yeah.
Because I was in high school and he was much older than me and could go clubbing. He gave me a burned CD because that's how old I are.
Wow.
Romance.
Of all these dance songs.
That's true love right there. You know it was true love when you got a burned
And there
CD.
were a couple Skrillex songs on it. I wasn't huge into the scene at that point.
Right.
I didn't really get into the scene until like 2016. I guess the first time I actually saw Skrillex was not even a Skrillex set. It was Dog Blood at Ultra 2019.
That's so cool, though.
So it was Boys Noise and Skrillex, and then I didn't get to see Skrillex on his own until Decadence 2019 because he also performed there. I have very minimal experience with Skrillex. He wasn't like instrumental in my development as an EDMer.
Not as crucial as us two.
But I still like it.
We took some screenshots of people's favorites on my Twitter. I'm going to show them on the screen. Thank you guys for submitting your favorites to this album. Here they are.
Did I not see you do that?
Yeah, I said, hey, tell us what your favorites
Sneaky boy.
are, and like if you reply, we'll put you in the next video. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you liked and retweeted it.
Okay.
Like, I know Nate commented. Thank you for commenting.
What's up, Nate?
What's up, Nate? We love your favorites too. These are all valid. Do you want to explain the rules?
So the rules are Each of us will guess each other's top 5 songs off of Quest for Fire. We will start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it'll be me guessing for Brandon and Josh guessing for me and Brandon guessing for Josh and I. Did you follow?
Yes, I followed. I like letting you explain when we have 3 people because you do all the things.
Because I'm very Italian when I
Yes.
speak with my hands. You get 2 points if it's in the correct spot in the initial guessing. Please tell somebody if it's in the correct spot and they got 2 points. If it's just in your top 5 but not in the right spot, don't tell them yet.
Yeah, and you get 1 point for that once we reveal our top 5s.
Yep.
Okay, so only tell them if they got it right
Dead on.
and in the
Yeah.
spot. Okay.
Yeah, dead
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Dead on.
Then most points wins.
Yeah.
What do we want to wager on this?
I mean, we're all going to Forest.
We're
could
all
do
going
something
to
for
E-Forest.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe a little gift for E-Forest. Winner gets a gift from the
Yeah,
other 2.
I think that's good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Business is a booming.
Yeah.
I won last year overall.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
I won
so
all of 2022.
why don't you pick first then?
Why don't we pick for Brandon first?
Okay, we'll
I was
pick
hoping
his.
we would do that because I got some projecting in my picks.
You're like, I like this one, so.
I was like, my favorite song is like, I don't know how people couldn't like this one, so it's in both of yours.
Yeah. Well, I did that for my favorite song too, actually. Jaws, you want to guess first then?
Yeah, for your number 5, I have Rumble, and my reason is that maybe has enough dance and bass influence that I can see you jamming at a festival to it.
And then I have Hydrate as your number 5. I don't know. I just thought it had like that weird low end, like a lot of cool bass stuff that I thought you would get down with.
All right, no points.
No points.
No
Okay.
points. And number-
Idiots.
You idiot.
It's so hard to get people dead on.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. 4, I have Tears. I said I think that this song sounds like an old Skrilly bass mixed with some new influences. I know you said you like the classic sound, but this seems like it could be a close enough mixture that you may appreciate it.
I said number 4 as Supersonic. I thought it was just super hype, very energetic, and thought you would like it.
No points.
Oh, you tricked me. I tricked you, you dumb bitch.
Number 3, I have Too Bizarre. Said the punk screaming definitely has the the makings of what you like, mixed with EDM. So EDM with punk influence, I thought might be
I also said Too Bizarre for number 3.
perfect.
I said it's very high energy. You probably like the screamo bit before the second drop, and it had a lot of classic sounding like Skrillex growls and boots is the words I used.
No points.
Still no points.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
All right, so for number 2, I had Supersonic. He said this is pretty classic Skrillex and Noisia. It gets anyone pumped. This is one that was a single before the album, and I think it holds true to what you like in music.
Number 2, I said Good Space. That just sounded like the most classic Skrillex sounding song on the album. And before we talked about that you like the classic Skrillex sound, so I was like, oh, Good Space like fits that to a T.
No points.
Still no points. Shit. Okay.
I might have tricked you guys.
He's like, I like that old sound. Haha, just kidding. I don't like that.
What if we guess like none of his top 5? Like we actually don't have any points at all through this.
That
would be bad.
Kind of funny, actually. For your number 1, I have Inhale, Exhale. Said it's a pretty great classic web song with some twists and turns. I'm not too sure lyrics-wise you'll dig it, but the musicality overall, I think you will.
And then number 1 for you, I have Xena. Because it was super energetic. Like the bongos were very like all over the place and super high energy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Me?
Yep.
Yes!
Xena is so fucking good, dude. I could not stop jamming to that song. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just so energetic. I'm like, I know he's
Oh
gonna
my
like
god,
that.
I love that song.
Okay. Boom, got it. Number
Yeah,
1.
I mean,
2.
you guys sure did not do good. Otherwise.
Shit, okay.
But yeah. So do I tell him save mine now?
no, we're
Okay,
gonna do
okay.
it after. We're gonna do it after.
Who do you want to guess for next?
Josh, because I think I'm pretty confident with you, so I want to get my bad ones out of the way.
Oh, you're confident
okay.
with me? Oh,
I shouldn't have said that. Damn it.
Oh.
You just shot
I think
yourself in the
I
foot.
think we have more similar tastes, maybe.
Okay, go ahead, guess for me.
All right, you can go ahead and guess his number 5 first.
Okay, for Josh's number 5, I have Still Here, basically just because Porter Robinson's on it.
That's fair. I mean, that's a good guess. I do love Porter.
Yeah.
His light's back there, which you can probably see in the background.
See?
I have A Street I Know. I said I think you'll really enjoy the vocal chops in this song as well as the rhythm switch-ups that happen. The low end is also solid, but not overwhelming.
Both of you incorrect.
And you guys have really good notes. Okay.
Her notes are very good most of the time. Mine are always awful.
Yeah, mine are just like
I don't know.
in my brain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought you liked it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
For your number 4, I had Hydrate because Peekaboo is on there, and it kind of sounded a little spooky at some parts, and I figured you might like a little bit of the spooky parts.
Right. Okay.
Like,
Spoopy.
a
Spoopy.
little spooky, you know? You're a
With
spooky guy.
Peekaboo.
Your number 4, I have Inhale, Exhale. Said, I don't know why. I just feel like the concept of this song you'll like. Got hella low end and an interesting vocal pattern.
Right. Okay. Both of you incorrect.
For number 3, I had Rumble.
Okay.
Because it was one of the singles, had a lot of time to listen to it. I think it's up your alley as well, so
Yeah.
Rumble.
Your number 3, I had Hydrate. So it sounds more like old Caspa or Rusko with the bass and the top sounds as well. I know you'll like the low end of the song regardless. Also, it's with Peekaboo, who you love, so it's a good mixture of the sounds for you personally.
Right. Both of you incorrect. I will say right now, though, both of you got some points on my top
We're not
5.
golden goosing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
No golden goosing. Okay. Number 2. What do we got?
Number 2 for you, I have Tears. I had a little bit of inside information on that. So I knew I had to put it somewhere. You know, just like a little all over the place-ish for you, so I thought you'd like that.
I went back and forth between your 1 and 2 because I know they're very close.
Yeah.
Your number 2, I have Supersonic. I know you love Supersonic. We've talked about it a ton, so I said it's a really solid song that I know gets you excited every time you listen to it.
Right. Step said he got some insider information. I told both of them that I liked Tears because it's incredible. And I was like, just put it somewhere in the top 5. And Step actually got 2 points for it.
Let's go.
It was my number 2. So
Now we're cooking.
you were close.
I know exactly. I told you I was going back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I just got them backwards.
To number 1, what do we got?
I have Xena. This song's so good. And,
That's where the projection came in.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, I projected it for you too. So it's in there somewhere.
Oh boy.
It's just not. Oh no.
Uh-oh. He had Xena. What did you have?
I said Tears. It starts with hella low end bass, then traversing through a lot of experimental sounds with vocal chops. This is before you told me you like Tears, like
Right.
This is all in my notes. I said the vocals sound a lot like an old Nero song. We've got the lo-fi ending. If this isn't in your top 5, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, shit. Well, it's in my top 5, so good
Yeah.
job. We're guessing yours next then, right? Let's go ahead. Shall I guess first?
You go
Yeah,
first
sure.
because
Okay.
I'm not so confident anymore.
Number 5 for Jaws, I have Leave Me Like This. I had a really great energy, really started off the album well. It was a housey feel to it. I just thought you would like it.
For your number 5, I had Good Space because it's kind of dancey, and I could see us, you know, getting down at Forest or something to it, you know.
That's fair.
So I had Good Space.
One of you has 2 points. It's Josh.
Yes! I am firing on all cylinders
But you know,
today.
that means I have 1 point because I also have that in there.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Number 4, I have Tears, which is the same reason that I have for me, which I will get into later. But basically, it's fucking incredible, and I thought you would also appreciate it.
For number 4 for you, I have Too Bizarre. I know that you kind of like some lyrics in there, and I thought we could vibe on the punkish parts of it together.
One of you has 2 points again. It's Step.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going back and forth.
Let's go.
Nice. Number 3, I have Inhale, Exhale. This was a little bit more down tempo compared to the rest of the album. I've imagined you like shaking ass to it. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of like Rez in a way where like you can just really get down to the slow movements and stuff like that. There was a little psytrance tease in there too, which I know you fuck with psytrance, but maybe you got a little pissed because it didn't go full psytrance. But I don't know. I still
When
thought you
have I
might like
ever
it.
gotten pissed at a song?
Well, because it was just like a and I was like, oh, are we going full psytrance? And I was like, no, we're pulling it back. But yeah, I thought it might piss you off, but I still put it in there anyway.
It didn't.
Okay, great.
Number 3 had Xena, but you didn't seem too excited about that earlier, so we'll just move along.
You're both.
Number 2, I actually had Too Bizarre. I just thought it was very upbeat, would be great to sing along to, very high energy. You'd like the screamo parts of it.
You got a point. We already know that.
My number 2 is Leave Me Like This. Again, I kind of thought it was just up your alley.
Yeah.
And
It is.
It is.
Look at you guys go.
Yeah, we're doing good. And then number 1 for you, I had Supersonic. It's just incredible. That song is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I figured it's got to be up there, and especially because it was a single and we've had so much time to marinate on it, and we've come back to it and it's still like, oh no, this is still phenomenal.
Okay, I had Ratata. I don't know, I just thought Missy Elliott on there was pretty cool and it was a good sounding song, and we could get down to that one as well. But now I'm not feeling so confident.
Well, there were no points awarded.
Oh
Okay.
shit, you have a different number 1 than that. Let's reveal top 5s then, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, my number 5 was Too Bizarre. I mean, you guys hit that one. Your explanations were right on.
Hell yeah. Got a point.
Yep, so you guys got a point.
I almost didn't put it on there, but then Jaws was like, it's got that feel to it,
Yeah.
like that screamo stuff, and then I was like, oh shit, yeah, no, like
Shouldn't
that's
have said anything.
yeah, that's probably like Step would like that.
Oh yeah, big fan, big fan. My number 4 was Rumble.
Oh.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, you got a point on that one. I think you guys really went with like the stuff that I told you, but I'm like a big how the album is
Laid out.
the order of the album. Like I love a good opening track. Like I love the order and things like that. So
Right.
a lot of that came into consideration.
I'm
And like
so glad I
singles
put Rumble on there.
and singles like Rumble and Xena, like I had
Yeah.
the most time to listen to those.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that I like
You
them the
form a
most.
connection with them.
So yeah, Rumble was my number 4. Number 3 was Leave Me Like This.
He said he
The
likes a
good
strong opening.
Yep, just opening track, hooked me.
Set the hooks.
My number 2 was Ratata. You know,
Fuck!
I just jammed to that song. I love it so much. you know?
I had that as your number 6, and I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be in the top 5, but I was like, maybe not. So I literally had like literally 6. Ratata?
Yeah,
question mark.
Like you having Supersonic for her number 1, that was my honorable mention for you. Just missed the list.
Yeah.
And then yeah, number 1 Xena, True Jam. Glad
Oh,
you
yeah.
got that one.
Thank you.
Hey, I got
Thank
2
you.
points. I'm happy with it. I got points.
Shall I reveal next? Number 5, which is gonna shock all of you.
All 2 of us.
All of you. Well, maybe some of the viewers too.
All 69 plus of you.
All 69 plus of you. I think we're at 82 at time of recording.
Are we?
thank you for
Wow.
that. Yeah,
All right.
doing pretty good. Number 5 for me is Butterflies. It was very vibey and fun. Had a lot of cool energy. There's like the xylophone switch up towards the end of the song that I really got down with. To me, it sounded like the most unique from the album. There wasn't any of that hard punching low end, and it grabbed me every time. And it got stuck in my head a
He
lot
loves
too.
that unique shit.
Number 4, I had the same number 4 as Mr. Brandon over here. I had Rumble. That song's just too good. It was a single, had a lot of time to think on it. It's probably, right now, my most played track of the year, just because it came out as a single first and I listened to it a lot. The way the low end just like is so sharp and clean, even though it's like super fast. It literally sounds like air getting sucked out of a room. And I don't know how Skrillex did it. It sounds fucking awesome.
He's the GOAT.
He's so good. Number 3, Jaws, you were pretty close. It's A Street I Know. This song had like a very unique and kind of underplayed melody with the strings that I found like really unique. And again, it got stuck in my head a lot. I'm gonna pull a Shrek here. This song was like an onion to me. It had a lot of layers. You just kept peeling back and there was more and more layers. Like it sounded like one of the most simple songs on the album, but like the more you listen to it, there was a lot of like different elements coming in and out, especially with the percussion. Like it was very intricate and fun to listen to and dive into deeper. Number 2 was Tears, which you got.
Oh, that's a 2-pointer. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Step got 2 points.
You got a lot of 2 points.
Yeah,
you
did good. The muted piano is like one of the most unique things I've heard in a song in a long time, and it like caught me the first time around. The second drop has the synths in it that are so fucking crunchy and good. I just like couldn't get enough of it. The low end was super like nebulous, which I kind of like. It's like, you know, kind of shifting and moving and all over the place. It was just so good. That song's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I can't get enough of it. And then my number 1, which similar to your number 1, I projected on all of your lists because that song is just way too fucking good. I put Supersonic. I literally put this might be a top 5 EDM song of all time. Every time I listen to it, I get the brain tickles. Josh Pan is the vocalist, I believe. He crushes it. It's like super haunting lyrics, very introspective. The vocal chops are unreal. The first drop is super crunchy and good, and I just love that song. I could listen to it forever. There's my top 5. All right, Jaws, hit us.
I have 5 whole points overall, but I didn't Golden Goose.
No Golden Goose.
My number 5 was Leave Me Like This.
Oh, I got that one.
Yeah, you did.
I forgot.
So
All
it was
right.
a very solid intro, catchy, engaging. The drop at the minute mark is dope. The second drop is much deeper, more low end than the first, which is great. I loved it. I went back and forth. I'm like, should I like the first song on the album?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely. It was kind of night bassy too, you know?
Yeah, it was.
Which I liked.
Number 4 was Too Bizarre.
Which you got, right?
2 points. Oh yeah.
My first note is Fatboy Slim. Is that you?
Yeah.
Like, these lyrics don't sound like they should fit this, but they do so well. I like the vocal chops on this a lot. The vocalist is amazing, and we love a punk vibe. My number 3, which is going to surprise the shit out of you, was Ratata.
I had that as your 6 as well. I had Ratata as both of your 6s because I figured you both liked it. I just didn't know where to
Okay,
put
cool. I'm glad that wasn't nowhere on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
After
it's
putting
on
that
there.
as your number 1.
it. Yeah.
I said, I love it when the sound moves from one headphone to the other. Also, who doesn't love Missy Elliott?
I never listened in headphones. I totally missed that.
You should listen
Big
to it in
mistake.
Yeah.
headphones. Drops that make me make a face are always a win. And then I said the doo-doo-doo-doo in the background. It's very intriguing.
Do-do-do-do.
The end of the song is A+. Number 2 is Supersonic.
Oh, it was number 2.
It was number 2.
My number 6 for you.
Said, I loved this one since it came out. Still love this one. Noisia is top tier. The key changes are so good. The bass is so good. The second drop is so crunchy and unique.
The crunch.
Yeah.
It's got that crunch. Nestle crunch bar.
My number 1 is Warp Tour into Good Space.
Really?
Whoa.
Whoa. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
You
crazy.
can't do
that.
Pick another one.
Stop it. That is out of left field. I never would have guessed that in a million years.
So, my notes from the two, because I combined the two, are what a funny little interlude going into such a great intro with good space. The lyrics got me immediately. What a fun drop with the vocal chops. Absolutely adore this one.
It's very classic Skrillex sounding too.
I feel duped.
I never would have guessed that for you.
Haha, gotcha.
Let's tally our points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I lost.
I have 7.
Oh shit. Okay, so we might
we
have to
fight
do
to
a
the death?
tiebreaker.
The least favorite is kind of
The least favorite's our
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker in case this happens.
But if it doesn't work, then we gotta do something else.
Then maybe we'll just rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Or fight to the death, whatever.
You know what? We can tiebreaker just be the next video.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true for all the marbles.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
To be continued. Do both of you want to guess my least favorite and
Yes.
see if you get a point out of it?
Yes. I put hydrate. And
Okay.
I just put just a feeling.
Just off the tip of my dick here, I'm gonna go with Hazel theme.
Both incorrect.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna break someone's heart.
It's Xena. I knew it was Xena. I should have said
Was it
Xena.
Xena? No fucking shit. On initial listen through, I was like, I think you're gonna hate Xena. And then I was like, I don't think it's gonna be the worst though. I feel like you're gonna hate others more.
It was very close.
God damn it.
It was very close with Butterflies for a while there.
That was gonna be my other choice.
That was very close. It's not my vibe. I like it. I just like it the least out of the rest of the
God
songs,
fucking
which
I'm
is
not.
really...
You didn't break my heart, but you're wrong for sure.
For your least favorite, I have Hazel theme. I said it's a little slow and it doesn't really go anywhere until it shifts into Still Here with the ones that I came with.
I put A Street I Know. I said, I don't see this hitting you in the bass face quite as much as some of the other songs on the album, and it is very repetitive with a lot of soft mid sections.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, those are both good guesses. It would have been Hazel theme probably. I had to Warped Tour because it was
Right.
there's no music, you know.
What was my least favorite too?
I have your least favorite is Too Bizarre. It wouldn't be the one that you'd be able to relate to, and you
Okay.
wouldn't enjoy it as much as other. More of a pop punk song than EDM fully, even with it being the juked version. I think it'll be too outside the realm of the rest of the songs.
I'm just gonna double down on Hazel theme.
Hazel theme?
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss you both off with this one.
Uh-oh.
And probably all of our viewers. My least favorite was actually Ratata.
Oh,
That's
dude,
okay.
get fucked.
Let me...
You're too nice.
Like,
You're
that's
like,
okay.
that's okay. You're like, no, fuck you.
I feel like that's a song that you probably either love it or hate it.
Here's my thing. I loved every single song on this album, but Ratatata, Ratata felt very one-dimensional to me. It really sets the hooks with the cool drop. Upon multiple listens through, it just lost its novelty to me. Missy Elliott crushed it for sure, but compared to the rest of it, it felt very one-dimensional. A lot of the album has movement, changing, all this sort of stuff, and this song just kind of stayed in the lane. Actually, as a reference point, Rumble kind of had a similar thing where it didn't really transform as much, but I thought the strength of Rumble was more so the low end and how technical it was, whereas Ratata was like, cool drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Rumble at first, and then you know, kind of grew on me.
Grew on you over
I'm
time.
not crazy about Rumble.
Yeah, Joss
Yeah.
doesn't like Rumble that much.
I don't like Rumble, but it's not my least favorite.
It might sneak up on you. You never know.
No.
No.
Just kidding.
Nope.
Nope.
Shall we do album review time?
I mean, I love this album.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, get
And,
into it.
So Seth sent me his. He did a set in Abu Dhabi. He did it again, no visuals, just black and red lights.
Yeah,
It was
oh,
amazing.
I love that.
So yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's back. I'm definitely gonna be listening to this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see it live. What other DJs do with it?
We've already heard Rumble a few times live, like we heard it at Hijinks, because then I remember, like, when Rumble came out as a single, I was like, I've heard this before. Patronata at Hijinks played it, and I was like, holy fuck, like, that was so cool. I love that song. And I didn't realize it was Skrillex until it came out. That song's been on repeat. I just think we'll see even more people just sampling it all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even the
Disgusting.
artwork is hits.
It reminds me like a old Japanese painting.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next?
It was an album.
Oof.
No, I really enjoyed the album. The flow of the album was amazing. All
Mm-hmm.
of the songs really went together, which I always appreciate in an album. Is it an album I'm going to personally listen to a lot? Probably not. I will listen to certain songs off of the album
Right,
a lot.
right. I saw someone online post that there was no story to the album, so I was like, I'm gonna find the story in this.
Of course you
Oh
will.
And-
dear. Oh dear.
And it's quest for fire, and to me the fire was like passion, love, something to get out of bed in the morning. So Skrillex is literally on a quest for fire. He's riding a dead horse. That horse has no life left in it.
Didn't you
He's
have
on
some
the quest.
tweets about, you know, like how long his break was? Yeah,
We-
he had some
we can
tweets
check
about
that out.
coming back and like why he was off the song and
Right.
stuff.
This would tie into what I was feeling with this.
Yeah.
Because, like, he would took some time off, was really trying to find his groove again. Leave Me Like This, you open up with being left behind, losing that passion, that love in some way. I thought that's where we started. Then we go through some other emotions. Ratata, that's him, like, turning to a clubbing party atmosphere, trying to get the fire that way. Tears is, like, the rollback of that, where he starts crying again, gets super emotional. Rumble's trying to step into that power, too. Then Butterflies is actual love. Street, I know, that's some nostalgia stuff. Cena is getting involved in culture and stuff like that.
You missed Inhale, Exhale.
Inhale, Exhale
is there too.
And it's there too. I don't know. Not all of them like fit the theme that I'm going for. Basically, the whole thing was all these trials and tribulations of going to different spaces, trying to find the passion and love again. And then we end with Still Here with the ones that I came with, which is like, oh shit, I've had the support, the love all along with the people that I'm surrounded with. Let me just get back into it. And then the album ends with that, and the same chords start back over into Leave Me Like This if you listen to it on a loop. And that gives a whole new meaning to Leave Me Like This, where I'm not still here with the ones that I came with. Someone maybe died or moved out of my life, and that adds an extra little element of sadness to it. It's kind of like cyclical, trying to find the love, trying to find the passion.
So it's kind of like Skrillex's Nurture album.
Yeah, pretty much. I just gotta say, too, that Skrillex is fucking incredible. He had a 9-year break. Recess came out in 2014 to 2023, so 9 years. He released 2 albums back to back. He's just at the forefront, cutting edge still. Like, I heard some shit in this album that I haven't heard anywhere else before. Like, Tears comes to mind. Supersonic is still incredible. I just feel like he is a legend for a reason, and this album, like, really backed that up. He could take a 9-year break and then come back and release some of the hottest shit, cutting edge shit, like it's nothing. Still innovating. I think that's super impressive.
Sure.
So then, with that, what rating would you give?
I am going to give this album a 9.5. I'm gonna put it in between Palaces and Nightmare. It's getting a 9.5. I fucking love this album. I could listen to it a lot.
I would give it, for doing half points, a 9.
9? Okay.
We're doing half points. Just a 9.
He got us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah, so it's such a good album.
Alright, Jaws, here's your ratings.
I guess I'm gonna go with an 8 because I have to rate it above some of my albums in 8.
In 8. That's fair. Where are you gonna put it on 8?
Probably between Dreamverse and Cowboy Tears.
Okay, so right smack dab in the middle there. Not quite as good as Cowboy Tears.
Nothing's as good as Cowboy Tears.
Well, you got a couple albums ahead of that. We normally do other music we've been listening to. I don't know if you guys want to jump into that. I have something prepared.
Okay, cool. I thought about that earlier, and then I didn't do it.
I recently found an album from last year from an artist I like. That album is called Radioactive. It's by Body Sync, Ryan Hemsworth, and Giraffage. Giraffage is the one I'm familiar with. It's very housey, very energetic, a lot of fun. It came out in April of last year. I somehow missed it. Go check it out.
I do actually have one because I was thinking about it earlier. DJ Hansel just released an album called Anti-Everything. I mean, I guess he released it like a month and a half ago, but he just released it this year.
Right.
So go listen to that if you want to go Juan deeper.
Juan Deepa.
And you like some deep house vibes.
I'm going to go a completely different direction.
That's fine.
Perfect, please do.
Let me guess. Mom jeans.
No.
Okay, damn.
But always good. I've listened to a lot of Frank Turner lately. He's my guy right now.
Any songs, albums to check out?
If you like punk music, I would say his cover of Linoleum would be good to get you in there. But yeah, I mean, any of his top songs on Spotify.
Check them out.
Sexy. Yeah, like singer-songwriter, punk, kind of. It's really good.
There you go. You got a little bit of everything there.
Yeah.
That was our whole thing for Quest for Fire. We will be back for part 2. Jesus Christ.
This isn't Quest for Fire. You're doing it wrong.
Let's begin.
Yeah, this is the wrong album. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is now part 2 of our series.
Our Skrilly series.
Our Skrilly series. Our Skrillies. Brandon's back for round 2. He is our first ever guest for our first ever double feature. So thank you for joining us once again.
Happy to be here.
How do you feel after round 1?
Not confident.
You were
tied
for first.
Tied for first?
Yeah.
You're better than me, and I do this all the time.
This album's a little rougher,
this album is just a little tougher to guess for you guys.
Yeah, I get that. We are doing G.E.O.F.S round 2 for Skrillex's other album, Don't Get Too Close.
And album review.
Do you want to just recap the rules real quick again, just for posterity?
Nope.
Okay, great. Last time we played, Brandon and I both had 7 points. Jaws had 5. We are going to do cumulative points of the 2 videos, and the winner gets something from Electric Forest.
Hopefully there's no ties at the end of this, because we're going to be fucked.
Otherwise, it'll be rough going. let's get into the guessing, I guess.
Brandon, would you like to choose who we guess for first?
We started with me last time, so let's start with Jaws this time, because he was so thrilled about this album.
Yeah, true. Do you want to guess for 5 first?
Sure. For number 5 for Jaws, I have Don't Go, because Justin Bieber's on it. Maybe you're a Justin Bieber fan. I don't know.
You know what's funny is later in my list I also have Don't Go, and it's for that exact reason.
I have the same thing. For one of you.
Oh,
You're just like, yeah, J.B.'s probably like J.B.'s.
So, I don't know. I didn't think you'd be too crazy about the song, but I thought maybe the feature would get you.
Number 5 for you have Painting Rainbows. It's got a great beat and great flow that I think you'd get down with. And this was the second song from, I want to say Baba O'Reilly, because it's so close to that, but that is not her name. It is Bibi Borelli.
What was your original guess? Baba.
Baba O'Reilly, the old song. But no, it's Bibi Borelli. This was her second song after Don't Get Too Close, and I just liked her voice a lot and thought you would appreciate it.
You're both
I figured. For Jaws' number 4, I have Bad For Me, and I have that pretty catchy song. Thought maybe you'd be jamming with it.
Number 4 for Jaws, I have Mixed Signals. Good pulse in the rhythm, similar feel to Way Back. Me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Damn it.
Hashtag me too.
Well.
Oh.
Yes, you got 2 points.
Heck yeah.
Mixed
All right.
Signals is my number.
Get fucked.
I'm
I'm taking the lead.
Jaws' number 3, I have Selecta. I think that this album was pretty front heavy. I mean, I think Selecta was just a good jam.
Number 3 for you, I have Way Back, which is what I just talked about in the last one. It was a very serene but energetic beat. Pink Pantheress has a great voice, great energy to her. Same with Trippie Redd on this song, so I thought you would like it.
Both correct.
Damn. Okay.
Yes, very introspective.
Number 2 for Jaws, I have Ceremony. My notes are that it sounds cool. Like I said,
I love that.
front heavy album. So
yeah. Number 2, I have Don't Go, which is thrown back to the J.B.'s thing. I'm like, I think you like J.B.'s. We don't really talk about him that much, so I wasn't sure, but he's catchy.
Both correct.
Okay, great.
Jaws' number 1, I have Way Back. I thought that was just top song on the album. I actually thought that'd be everyone's favorite, honestly, for being honest.
Projection again.
Yeah.
Number 1 for you, I have Selecta. I thought it had like the best energy, and it was like the only song that threw some low end in there too, so I figured you'd like it.
Both correct.
Are we guessing?
You got a
ours
2-pointer.
next? I did get a 2-pointer.
That's huge.
So
Yeah,
every
on
point
this
counts.
one right now.
Who's are we guessing next?
I mean, let's just go backwards. We'll do yours next.
Mine.
I have no confidence in this right now. My number 5 for you is Don't Get Too Close. Might have some slow, peaceful, Flume-esque vibes for you. And then I said, y'all menfolk keep people at arm's length, and then no one really knows you, really. So I feel like this song might hit a little harder.
Don't get too close. All right?
Yeah.
Listen, stay away.
Yeah. I listened to the lyrics on that one. I'm like, oh wow, it's Josh. Before we started dating.
Wow, okay. Hey, the walls were high.
For Josh's number 5, I have 3 a.m. I said that it's catchy and there's a little mix-up at the end. It changes up a little bit. I know you like that.
Cool. Both of you are...
For your number 4, I have Mixed Signals. I said it's Porter-esque with great flow, so I think you'll like it.
For number 4, I have Summertime, because just going off the features, there's Kid Cudi on there. I figured you're a hip-hop guy. Might be able to dabble in that.
Both of you correct.
I'm not going to give a reason for the next one, because the reason I put ties back to something on mine. For number 3, I have Bad For Me. I'll tell you the reason later.
For number 3, I have Selecta. Thought that was a good track, and you know, there's a small little switch up in there that maybe you drive with.
Both of you are incorrect. But I will say you guys are getting points. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I figured.
So you guys don't feel nervous.
You both got points on mine, too.
Yeah, okay, good.
Does that
well,
make you feel
I got
better?
a 2-point.
Well, I know, but I felt the need to extend that.
Everybody
You
calm
also
down.
got points on mine.
Everybody calm down. You're out of control right now. Points are being scored.
Yeah, we're getting out of control right now.
I know. Unhinged.
For your number 2, I have Selecta. I said good drop with callbacks to Quest for Fire.
For your number 2, I have Mixed Signals because of the Porter sounds in it. I know you're a big old Porter guy.
Both of you are incorrect.
Alright, for your number 1, I have Way Back because you love Pink Pantheress, Point Blank. It's also got an interesting rhythm, which I think you'll enjoy.
For number 1, I have Way Back, Projecting again. Good song, so.
Both of you, 2 points.
Yeah. Alright.
Good, a nice even spread
that.
there. You both got 2 points. Way Back is my number 1.
Woohoo.
Good job. I guess I'm that transparent. I do love Pink Pantheress. She's fucking dope. All of her songs are bangers. She's just got that etherealness. So we're guessing steps now.
We are?
I'll guess first this time because
Yes.
I haven't done that yet.
Yes.
Hit me with it.
Okay, number 5 for you. I have Don't Go. J. Beeb seems like a safe bet, is what I wrote.
I also have Don't Go.
Wow.
I said, I don't know if you like Biebs or not, but this is a solid song, so I'm throwing it in here.
I do like Justin Bieber, I do, but he is not my top 5, so no points.
Number 4, I have Summertime. It's a very vibey love song. I think you might relate to that right now. And it's Kid Cudi, too, like you were saying, so I figured you might like it.
I have Don't Leave Me Like This. I said, just a good song. I wish I had more reasons.
We have a 2-pointer, guys, and it goes to
Drumroll.
Jaws.
Josh!
yeah.
Yeah,
Good
Don't
stuff.
Leave Me Like This was my number 4.
Wow. Number 3, I have Ceremony. It's kind of sad and angsty sounding, is what I wrote, and you like angsty stuff, so I was like, you probably like Ceremony. He's the angst man.
That's true.
Hey, he's not even denying it.
For number 3, I have Selecta. I said it's a vibe and pretty dancey, so I think you might like it.
We have another 2-pointer,
Holy
guys.
shit.
And unfortunately, it is Josh.
Yes!
Ceremony is my number 3.
Get screwed, both of you.
He just gave you 2 points. Be nice to him.
Hey, thanks for the 2 points.
Fuck you.
But also get fucked. Number 2, I have Selecta.
Why did you look at me like?
I don't know. I forgot that I was supposed to keep talking after that. I spaced out there for a
Selecta.
second. I have Selecta.
Death glare.
It's a very clubby tune that I think Step would get down with.
Almost exactly what I said. That's
Yeah.
cool. For number 2, I have Don't Get Too Close. I said I don't know if you're a lyrics person, but my thought was that you have a tendency to keep people at arm's length as well, where you want them, and that maybe this one feels a little close to home for you.
Just guys being dudes.
Just emotionally
Yeah.
unattached men.
So we have another 2-pointer.
Holy fuck.
Fucking Josh again.
Yes, I'm doing so good.
We're gonna have to buy him something at Forest.
I know,
It's
I'm gonna
be so
begrudgingly
bad.
do it.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Number 1 for Step, I have Bad For Me. Again, this song was angst to the max. Take the angst dial and crank it. It's got to be right up Step's alley. That's literally what I wrote.
I have Real Spring. I said it's got some emo punk vibes to the lyrics and beats. Maybe?
No points there.
You want to reveal your top 5 first?
Sure,
Work
sure.
in reverse order?
Yeah. My number 5 was Don't Get Too Close. I did like it. I liked hearing Skrillex sing. He's got
You don't hear that often.
Yeah, he's got a unique voice. Yeah, it was just slow and chill.
It was very raw, too, you know?
Yeah, I liked that it sounded kind of like behind the scenes sounding. My number 4 was Don't Leave Me Like This, which I believe Josh
Yep,
got.
I
Okay.
got that.
The rest of the way, you guys pretty much know. So 3 was Ceremony. Quite like that song. Number 2, Selecta. I think that was, like you said, pretty hype. I could
Yeah.
definitely get down to that at a festival.
It seems like a club song. Like, you
Yeah.
could go to the club and hear that
Yeah.
song.
Like we get a little rowdy to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then my number 1 was Way Back. I like the way an album starts. I don't really count.
Don't Leave Me Like
That's
This.
more
yeah.
like an intro than
Yeah.
the first real song. So yeah, Way Back was my number 1.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd like it for some reason.
Really?
I didn't put it on your top 5, even though, I mean, in my opinion, it's the best song on the album, too. Number 5, for me, I have Real Spring. I really like the instrumental of it, especially the breakdown at the end. That was my only note. Number 4, I have Selecta. I said I like the atmosphere of the track. Again, it was the only one that had some bassy elements to it, and it was catchy as all hell. I select you.
That was only one off
My
there.
Selecta. Yeah, you were very close. Number 3, I have Painting Rainbows. I loved that song. It had very great energy. I actually didn't take any notes on it for myself. BB Borelli. See, now I got it.
Baba O'Reilly.
Baba O'Reilly. I don't know. Her vocal intonation, like her intensity in the track really got me. And it had the classic piano hits that I love. I just love the piano. Number 2, I have Don't Get Too Close. Again, I just like that song. It was very raw. It felt very ad-libbed. Obviously, they were singing from the perspective of children, and the lyrics weren't super refined. I think it really got across that feeling of innocence, the creative process being just very raw. I liked that a lot. And then number 1 was Way Back, Pink Pantheress. Love her. Every song I've heard of hers. I've just gotten into her stuff more recently on my own, not her features, because every feature I've heard is also amazing. She's great. And Trippie Redd fit really well into it, too. He hit the vibe perfectly. It was my top 5.
I'm about to really fuck you guys up. Alright, so my number 5 is Summertime. I like Kid Cudi, which I don't know if you even knew that. So I was excited to hear this one. This is a solid vibe. Very good song, riding in the car with the windows down, with the love of your life. Nostalgia type of song. My number 4 was Mixed Signals, which you got. I really like how this song starts out, and then I changed from Porter to it sounds very San Holo-esque, because I think it sounds more San Holo than Porter upon multiple listens.
Yeah.
My number 3 was Ceremony. My notes for this song are gone, so
She liked it.
I liked it. I liked
That's
it
it.
a lot.
It was very good.
Yep. Number 2, I have Selecta.
Oh,
If I'd switch those, I get so many points.
The solid dance start to this album gets the vibes really flowing. My number 1 song, which neither of you guessed for me at all, is 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I thought you would not have liked the young-sounding voices.
Did you listen to the lyrics?
No, not really.
But I really like the introduction to this song so far. I feel these lyrics in my core when I need to just express myself and it's keeping me awake. Music is the only thing that helps, and even then, not always.
I should have listened to the lyrics.
Yeah, you should really always listen to the lyrics, but...
Ready? Here's my impersonation of the lyrics. It's 3 a.m. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
That's
you
it.
should-
All I got out of that was it's 3 a.m.
You should really listen to the lyrics. Sometimes
Probably.
it-
Especially whenever you have a game show about
Yeah.
it.
Let's tally up some points here.
I have 13 overall.
I got 7 more points this time.
I got 5 points this time for a total of 12.
I had 14.
Well, that's not bad. We did 14, 13, 12.
Yeah.
That's
hey.
pretty decent.
Good work.
Oh,
Good work.
did I go from first to worst?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This damn album.
Sorry, brother.
Cluster Fire was better.
But also, get fucked. Do we want to guess least favorites as well, just for giggles?
I didn't do that, so.
Okay.
You think I would have learned, you know?
Yeah.
After the first one?
I'm going to guess yours first, Straws. Your least favorite is absolutely Bad For Me, which I do have written down, in fact. I knew you would hate that song. It's the tonality of the voice, and it's just very, like, not good. Is the only way I can put it. It's gotta be.
He's like,
you can.
Yeah, if you're like, it's gotta be, I'm like,
You didn't write it down, so you can guess
yeah, what if
whatever
I
the hell you
say...
want.
what if I say the same thing? You can say
Yeah,
the
I'm
same
gonna say the same thing. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
That's right.
It is Bad For Me. Yeah.
I said I don't like the lyrics of this fucking at all, or the vibe. It's
You're
so
bad for my health. You're bad for my wealth.
I was like, why the fuck are you with them?
I got more lyrics out of that song than I did 3 a.m. Does that make you upset?
Yeah, my note for you for Bad For Me was, I think you like this because I hate this song.
Oh. You guys want to guess my least favorite?
My least favorite guess for you is 3 a.m. I said it's probably too whiny and slow for you. It doesn't go a ton of places, and the lyrics are definitely not something that hit you, which is valid apparently because you didn't listen to them.
I'm gonna go with Bad For Me still.
One of you is correct.
Yeah.
It's Step.
Really?
Yeah, Bad For Me is my least favorite song. I did not like the whiny voice at all. Basically, what you just described 3 a.m. as were my thoughts on Bad For Me.
Once you started singing it, I was like, oh, he hates this.
Yeah, I hated that song. 3 a.m.
I'm
liked.
actually kind of glad you hate it though, because then we don't have to listen to it.
Damn right. Never again. Literally, I would skip it when I was listening to it on my own. I was like, yep, I don't need to hear this anymore. My least favorite for Step, I actually have 3 a.m. I didn't think he would like the vocal performance.
I said Painting Rainbows? I have no clue.
It was probably Painting Rainbows. It was one of the, like towards the end of the album,
Yeah.
like I said.
No love for Painting Rainbows, huh? Besides me? I love that song. I thought it was great.
my number 6.
Okay.
So I had it up there, and then I moved it. Ceremony took its place.
Want to do a quick review? I don't think a lot of us have a lot to say on this album. Ladies first?
So this was even more of, this is just an album than Quest for Fire for me. I will probably not listen to this at all. Bad For Me is absolutely my least favorite song of the year.
That's it? That's your whole review?
That's my review!
I thought it was okay. Definitely not as good as Quest for Fire. I think this is for like the casual, you know, this album. I think this is like something you'd show your mom if you're like, oh mom, this is like what I listen to, instead of like the
Mom, you want to know what Skrillex is? Here.
Yeah, right. Not my mom though. My mom loves that heavy shit. Like so
does mine.
Really.
Hell yeah.
But like, you know, the average mom, I think it's like this is like the casual mom album.
My mom would not like this album.
So
that's
this
a
like,
good gauge.
If you want to get someone into EDM, maybe you show them this. But
how would our moms like this album? Because my mom hates dance music. So.
We always said we need to get our moms to go to a show with us.
Yeah.
We'll just have a mom day and it'll be crazy.
That would be awesome. My mom would be livid.
My mom went to Res Rocks and she's like, I don't need to go to another show. Too
Yeah,
many
fair.
people on drugs.
Well, they did have to trip sit someone next to them, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, that leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with both of you. This album was not as good as Quest for Fire, in my opinion. It didn't have that same innovation or drive or hard bass at all. But that's fine, you know, different folks, different strokes, which is a phrase I learned from you.
You never heard that before?
Yeah, not before you.
No.
Different folks, different strokes. Yeah, you told me that like 3 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna use that, and I still do. And this was very hip-hop centric, very chill. The vibes were more chill overall. I think that's a great way to put it, was that like you would show your mom this album. I think it's cool that he can pull a lot of names from like the hip-hop sphere, like Kid Cudi, Trippie Redd, Pink Pantheress, like all these people, and like put it together. I think it still sounds really great. Just comparing it to Quest for Fire, it went from super energetic, super in your face bass music to just like a chill album. There are songs I like a lot, like Way Back, Don't Get Too Close, Selecta, that I will listen to frequently, but other than that, the majority of the album I probably won't come back to very often. I do think it's awesome that he can drop 2 albums back to back, then on the same day, out of nowhere, announce a show at Madison Square Garden and sell it out within an hour and play in the middle of Times Square. I think that's fucking awesome. Yeah. Really, only someone of his status can do that, but it's still really cool to see, and I'm glad he's back. We talked about it last time, about him taking a 9-year break from albums. It's good to see him.
Let's see him live if we can.
Absolutely.
I would love to. Maybe that's what you can get me at Force, is a ticket to Skrillex.
Yeah, because they're going to be selling those there.
Yeah. Hey, Skrillex tickets, right here.
Get your Skrillex tickets from some walk.
Just
Nice.
a piece of paper, they wrote Skrillex
Yeah,
on it.
Skrillex, here you go. I'm going to give this a 6.5. We're going to put it at the top side of 6.5, though. I liked it better than Void still, and I definitely liked it better than Calvin Harris.
I'm gonna put it at a 5, above Void. Just a solid 5. Do you have a rating?
Since we're using half numbers again, I'd give it 7.5.
That's pretty fair. I enjoyed this album. I'm not going to come back to it very much. Definitely going to be listening to Quest for Fire. There were some great songs on here that I will be listening to.
What about what we've been listening to?
What we've been listening
did
to,
you actually prepare something?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay,
yeah,
go
tell
ahead.
us.
So Jake sent me some music today.
Oh, yeah?
I trust him wholeheartedly with music suggestions. He sent me a band called The Chats.
The chat.
And there's a song called 6 Liter GTR. It's Australian garage punk rock. So if you're into that, definitely check it out. That song has been hyping me up today. It's like trash punk. I love it.
Kid released a new song called You and Me. People are saying that it's on the funk train, which is apparently very huge right now. It's the #2 playlist on Spotify is funk, and apparently it's the next big thing in EDM, and apparently Kid is leading that from what I've seen and read. But the song You and Me by Kid, very good, solid song, so go listen to that.
What is funk?
I don't know officially yet.
Okay, because I've heard that.
I
Have you heard
to
of funk?
investigate.
I've heard of funk.
It's like funk, but with an O. It's funk.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With a PH. With
yeah.
a PHO.
Oh, PHO.
Sick.
Even better.
Sick.
Hopefully that explains it.
Yeah, for sure.
I just scrolled through my Spotify suggested, and I see something here that I will check out that I have not yet, but it's an album by G.E.O.F.S, who you might be familiar with. They're like a smaller indie electronic kind of future bassy person group, maybe. I don't know. Jerry-folk implies multiple Jerrys.
Many folks.
many Jerrys. The profile photo looks like one person. I've never looked into Jerry-folk and who they are, but they released an album last October called Castle Tapes. I'm a big fan of theirs, so I'm gonna have to look it up and listen to it. And if I hate it, I'm just gonna cut this part out.
And then it'll just be Brandon and I giving.
Sure will be.
Josh hates music.
Yep, I hate music.
Or we'll just bleep out the whole thing, be like, does not recommend.
Yeah, or I'll like poorly ad-lib something over that does not match what my lips are doing. That's it.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming, liking, sharing, subscribing. Like we mentioned in part 1, Millennium Song Bracket. That's our next big one. 64 songs enter, 1 song leaves over a pile of dead bodies.
Josh was never a millennial.
I am not a millennial.
That's my job.
I feel that.
We're not sad boys. We're just emotionally disengaged.
I'm not really a millennial anymore, but
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you for coming
Thanks
again.
for doing the 2-parter with us.
Yeah.
Follow us literally everywhere.
Links everywhere. They will be all over the place. You can't get enough of us.
Final thank you to Joey Pecoraro
And to you.
and to you, faithful viewer.
Thank you, dear citizen. Goodbye. Oh. We did our 2023... Oh, God, excuse me. I'm going to die.
It's okay, baby.
Thank you.
Please breathe.
It's okay, baby.
Thanks.
Like
Growls
you
and boops.
said, boobs.
Skrillex boobs. Boobs.
Well, while we're just throwing things in there, I'd like to throw in that I was subscriber number 69.
He was subscriber
Very
number
important.
69. He was waiting. He was waiting for the day we hit 68, and then he immediately... I think I texted you because I was like, I don't want you to miss it.
I think I was waiting.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, just
Like,
refreshing all
here
the
we
time.
go.
Yeah.
So thank you. We appreciate
Just
that.
so you guys know.
Ratata. I can't say that. I just keep want to keep saying it. I think I'm thinking of Rattata, the Pokemon, which is literally just a rat. But Ratata.
Ratata.
How uncultured can you be?
Jesus God.
Ratata.
Ray-Tay-Tay.
No peeking.
Okay, no, yeah, don't peek. You can peek at me.
Oh,
You can peek at me all you want.
Pikachu.
Pikachu? Peekaboo?
No.
Anything you want to do to interact with this, we appreciate.
We do it.
It sounded like you were going to say more.
We do.
And I was like, oh. Number 5 for you, I have painting rainbows. Rainbows.
Oh, Raibo.
I got rainbow for you. Number 5. I was trying to do like a child voice. It did not work.
Oh, it sounded like you're trying to be Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Jenny, I have painting rainbows for you, Jenny.
I hate this.
You gave me A's, Jenny.
Reverse cowgirl.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I'm like, Philly's probably a similar review all the way across. At least similar. What?
Oh,
Why'd you-
similar. I heard Philly, and I was like, what?
I also heard Philly.
Similar.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Yeah, it's like a Philadelphia review.
I was like, all right.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that fucking means.
We hate Philly. We're from Pittsburgh. We hate Philly. So
We're
that's,
not allowed to hate Philly
means it
that
sucks.
much anymore.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Fucking Philadelphia. You heard it here first.
It's fine. I'll love Shannon the most.
City of brotherly love. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.